Hello, everyone. Former Chief Justice of Nigeria, Ibrahim Tanko Mohammed, dies in Saudi Arabia hospital. According to Sahara reporters, former Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Ibrahim Tanko Mohammed, retired, is dead. A close source confirmed to Sahara reporters on Tuesday morning that the former head of Nigerian judiciary passed away at a hospital in Saudi Arabia. Ex-CJN Tanko Mohammed is dead. He passed away this morning at a Saudi Arabian hospital, the source said. His death was also confirmed in an official condolence statement issued by the Nigerian Association of Muslim Law Students, National Headquarters, Abuja, dated December 16, 2025. I just need to know, how is that a confirmation? It's just a day two, they could have just heard it from outside. I thought they would have said either the Nigerian judiciary has put it out or the family has put it up. And know that Association of Muslim Law Students, Students Association putting it out is what then confirms it. I don't think that should be what concerns, especially for someone who has been, a Chief Justice of Nigeria. In the statement titled "NAMLA's Condolence Message on the Passing of Honorable Justice Ibrahim Tanko Mohammed, GCON, former Chief Justice of Nigeria," the association described his death as a major loss to the country. "Indeed, to Allah we belong, and to him we shall return," the statement read. The Nigerian Association of Muslim Law Students, NAMLA's national headquarters, Abuja, receives with profound sorrow the news of the passing of Honorable Justice Ibrahim Tanko Mohammed, GCON, former Chief Justice of Nigeria. His demise is a monumental loss to the Nigerian judiciary, the legal profession, the Muslim Ummah, and the nation at large. The Justice Mohammed, who served as the Chief Justice of Nigeria before his retirement, was described by the association as a towering figure of integrity, humility, and unwavering commitment to justice. According to NAMLAS, throughout his judicial career, the former CJN exemplified the highest ideals of the bench: fairness, courage, and fidelity of the rule of law. The statement added, as Chief Justice of Nigeria, he discharged his responsibilities with wisdom and restraint, leaving behind a legacy of service that will continue to guide generations of legal practitioners. Beyond his role at the bench, NAMLAS said the late jurist played a significant mentorship role, particularly among young Muslim law students across the country. To NAMLAS, the late Chief Justice was more than a jurist. He was a fatherly pillar and a source of encouragement to Muslim law students across the country, the association said, noting that his support, moral guidance, and openness to the aspirations of young Muslim legal minds reflected his deep belief in mentorship, continuity, and the nurturing of future custodians of justice. The association extended condolences to his family, the Nigerian judiciary, and the country at large. "We extend our heartfelt condolences to his family, the Nigerian judiciary, the government, and the people of Nigeria, and the entire Muslim Ummah," the statement said. NAMLAS also offered prayer for the repose of his soul, praying that Allah forgives his shortcomings, accept his good deeds, and grant him the highest abode in Jannatul Firdaus. Justice Ibrahim Tanko Mohammed served Nigeria's judiciary for decades and rose to the highest judicial office in the country, leaving behind a career that shaped key moments in the nation's legal history. Well, may his soul rest in peace. At the end of the day, this is it. This is the end. This is it. It's done. So sometimes there's an end to everything. Why do we not just do things that, sets us apart, both in this world and the hereafter? Just looking at the fact that he died in Saudi Arabia, most of our leaders, most of these things, we all die abroad. We need any healthcare issue. We have to leave the country if you want to get the best medical care. Why can't we just do everything we can to ensure that we have the best system here in Nigeria? It used to be said the King Faisal, the king of Saudi Arabia, in the 60s, used to come to Nigeria, Ibadan, to get medical health care. How many decades, over 60 decades, 6 decades later, over 6 years later, we are the ones that are now going to those places to get medical health care. There's so many issues, surrounding those whole, it was after, for those who know, this is the justice that took over after Onoge was removed, and all of that. At the end of the day, life is short. People die. Dead people can talk. And so when people talk about the fact that Why are you not afraid you'll be killed and all of that? One thing that's very certain in life is that we will die. And that shouldn't be a reason why we shouldn't do the right thing that we need to do. Some of the comments that they have here, and of course it's also talking about this, they will never die in Nigeria, but they'll be brought back to Nigeria to bury as if Nigeria is their grave. Well, I don't think this one is going to be brought back to Nigeria, because most people will prefer to be buried in Saudi Arabia, most Muslims anyway. Never a hospital in Nigeria. A telling cautionary tale of the folly of being in positions of power and not pushing for actual development of this country in the ways that matter. I totally agree with Iriabo or Zemoya, because that's just it. I mean, if you're in a position of power, what have you done to ensure that Nigeria gets the best of it? Even if it's for your selfish self, be selfish and put a hospital that within 2 seconds you will be taken to that hospital. Everything is there that can take care of you, not the one that you have to run abroad for whatever sickness that is there. And why most of Nigerian politicians and big men die in foreign, not just Nigeria, Africa. Sadly, that's the thing. Most of the big people in Africa, they die because most times there are not enough medical care to take care of people. Right here, we have people enriching themselves, rather than ensuring that the world goes around as it is. Crypto well says death is an inevitable and every creature and on every creature, and okay, death is an inevitable end to every creature. So let's try as much as possible to stand on just ground, irrespective of the pressure or personal gains, knowing fully well that we'll die someday and be remembered either for good or for bad. And that's the question. What is it that you would be remembered for? Will you be remembered for good, or will you be remembered for bad? Mazi Uche says judge who couldn't define technicality after destroying Nigeria with a kangaroo judgment, they will run abroad for medical treatment. He solidified Buhari's government and died in a foreign hospital. Yeah, these are the people we hand our country's leadership to, said finished man. To die abroad is now seen as a status symbol and classism for the elite. Consolation is that death is the same, no matter the location. And that's Ogunjemiyo Lano saying that. Hayato Ozil said, may his soul rest in peace. Lemar say, Elon Musk, can you help us build a hospital in space? It seems hospitals abroad are not helping our leaders again. Is this not the evil judge that made Hope Uzodinma governor? Says Super Grace. And then another one, Ebun say, good for him. They left home to go and die in foreign life. They invest and build great hospitals in Nigeria. Even if they die, it will be honorable. They know they ever die for FMC, which is Federal Medical Center. Unfortunately, that's the reality of Nigeria. Hopefully, we get to a situation whereby we have the enough healthcare system, affordable and quality healthcare system, and it will be that Nigeria is a place that people will be coming to for medical tourism, rather than Nigerians being the ones going out of. May the soul of the late Chief Justice of Nigeria rest in peace. Thank you so much for watching.